which Jamil has touched on. I think the biggest question in the room, like a lot of people are saying, you know, what are you specifically going to do here? What are you specifically going to do here? And obviously we can't release that until an election is called, right? I think that's very important for people to understand. I want to delve into a couple of things because I think you have the expertise in this, in particular homelessness and addiction and crime. Like I have about 4 or 5 questions in here regarding about homelessness, addiction, and crime, housing, like how you make housing more affordable, scarcity, what we've created in this country, and manufacturing. So it all ties back into, you know, we have some businesses in here, and a lot of this you've touched on. It's hard to nail this down in 5 minutes because there's so much to talk about. But how do we reverse these insane addictions and overdoses that have happened in our country? Like 49,000 people have died. Like that's more than a war, right? And then I tell you that the government has capped the spending on a federal crown to let drug dealers go free. We have huge fentanyl labs in Canada. You have every single day, somebody's house is like, you know, they're saying we have to change how we make doors in Canada now because they're not safe enough for the armed robbers that are coming into homes. Or the people that are getting carjacked, violently carjacked, in broad daylight. Like, I just heard a little child, and I was like, oh. And yeah, it's like the irony of that little child being in here. We're talking about the debt and the crime. And it just all feels like, holy hell, how do we get out of this, right? And they're all of these questions are touch on all of these things. I mean, there's one question where somebody wants to know what JD Vance is like. Watch Hillbilly Elegy. That's how you know it. But I think, Jamil, I think it's like we need people to have that hope, and they have to be able to have these difficult conversations for those liberal loyalists that are like, no, I can't describe it to you anything other than an abusive relationship. It's the guy that tells you, I'm going to do it better, I promise I'm not going to hit you again, I'm not going to do that again. And they do it over and over and over and over, and people forget. And, sorry, that was like a whole rant there, but can you fix all that, please, in 3 minutes? Thanks.